Hi there, welcome back to my channel, Submission Admission. I haven't done a video in a long time, but I wanted to get back to making videos again. And also I figured this would be a good way for me to practice speaking, since I really struggle with that. But anyway, as you can see, I'm a little submissive piggy now. But today's topic really doesn't have anything to do with BDSM. Today's topic is actually got to do with a trend I'm seeing that's very disturbing to me personally. I'm gonna leave a catch-up video as like a separate topic, and today we're just gonna talk about this, which is a trend that I'm seeing, which is the um, devaluing of women. I mean, and I really mean this. I mean, I don't mean this as like a joke. And I know that women have been devalued for decades now, centuries really. Um, they've always been put on the back burner for some reason, and always treated as less. I mean, for goodness sakes, over 100 years ago, in the United States, women weren't allowed to vote. Um, and for years after that, they weren't allowed to work in the same jobs as men, and for years after that, they weren't allowed to get a credit card. So women have come a long way. Society has come a long way in recognizing women as humans. I mean, it's just that simple. um, but right now, what we're seeing like a total regression. um, right now in this country, in the United States. We're seeing a total regression in the way that we treat women. Women are not treated um, in the same in the way that they should be, in the way that they have in the past, even. Um, right now, we've got, for example, we've got Pete Hegseth in the United States government, who's basically saying that women should get back in the kitchen. I mean, he retweets his pastor, basically saying that women are subservient to men, and that's the way it should be. That's the natural order of things.
A big focus of his Christian movement is on a patriarchal society where men are dominant and women are expected to submit to their husbands.
Women are the kind of people that people come out of.
So you just think they're meant to have babies? That's
Well,
it. They're just a vessel.
No, it doesn't take any talent to simply reproduce biologically.
Wilson says in his vision of a Christian society, women as individuals shouldn't be able to vote. His fellow pastors Jared Longshore and Toby Sumter agree.
In my ideal society, we would vote as households. And I would ordinarily be the one that would cast the vote, but I would cast the vote having discussed it with my household.
But what if there's your wife doesn't want to vote for the same
Right.
person as you?
Right. Well, then that's a great opportunity for a good discussion.
There are some who have gone so far as to say that they want the 19th Amendment repealed.
I would support that. And I'd support it on the basis that the atomization that comes with our current system is not good for humans.
Which is totally ridiculous. If you're a woman and you want to be submissive to a man, that's fine. That's one thing. But having people force that hierarchy on women is totally wrong. Absolutely wrong. Women should be able to have the decision-making ability to come to that conclusion on their own if they choose. But many women don't want that. There's one story in particular. I had a pastor many years ago, and he was very much like that Pete Hegseth's pastor. He believed in women should follow the man's lead on everything. And he had a wife. This is a true story. He had a wife, and his wife had cancer. And he told his wife, he said, "You are not going to get chemo radiation because I believe that chemo kills," which is absolutely ridiculous. But that's what he said. And he said, "I am the man. I am the leader of the household. You will follow my lead. I'm telling you, you're not getting this life-saving chemo radiation." And she followed him. She said, "Okay, I follow you," and she died. Okay, this is not a joke. She passed away, and he was cheating on her. he was cheating on her the whole time, which is, I mean, it's just one of those things. It's like, holy cow. And then he got hooked up with some woman right after. I mean, this is what happens. Really, honestly, when you say men have total power in the relationship, have totally the lead, that's not the way it should work. Because men, do things like this. I mean, it's just ridiculous. Um, and then we're seeing other things. I mean, the fact that Donald Trump is in the White House right now, who Donald Trump is a rapist. I mean, look at what he did to E.G. and Carroll. Um, and yet, he's in the White House. And I can only imagine what it's like as a woman to be in this country and to have him in the White House right now. I mean, it's just despicable, disgraceful. And it feels like such a slap in the face, quite frankly, to women all over this country. No matter, I know there's a bunch of women who support Trump, but they don't. I don't think they understand what this man represents. Um, and on top of all of that, another thing is then we have the whole uh, WNBA issue with them throwing dildos on the court, like look at me, I'm like a literal submissive piggy, but even I thought that's like super weird and you know disgraceful. Like, why are we doing this to women's athletes? Like, why are we treating them like that? Like, they're not. Like, what? Like, it doesn't make any sense to me. Like, why would you be so nasty to them about that? And now they're making like some sort of betting game on it, where it's like, oh, which color dildo is gonna go on the court? You just can't make this stuff up, man. I mean, it's just unbelievable how women are being treated so poorly. And I love women. All right, I have a dom, and I am able to share myself with my dom. I am able to be very emotional and open with her, and I have a great late relationship with women, with the women in my life, and with my uh, intimate relationship with my dom. And so I love women, and so for women to be treated this way, um, nationwide, to have these sort of insults thrown at them all the time. They're just being scapegoated. There's no way else to look at it. They're being scapegoated. Women are being scapegoated for all the issues, and the government right now, basically, Trump, Hegseth, all the others, they're basically saying, shut up and get married. Shut up and get in your place. Go back to the kitchen, whatever, make me a sandwich, all that disgusting stuff. And it just really hurtful to me, and I'm sure I can't even imagine how hurtful it is to women. And so I kind of want to. There really isn't a point here. I'm just furious, really furious, and I wanted to make a video about it and about how I feel about it, and really just be honest and open about it. And I did this, doing this in my closet, because you know what? It's like it's to have the correct opinion, to have the common sense opinion, it feels like you have to be in the closet nowadays to say that. You can't say it out in the open. It's like you can sit there and say, well, women deserve equal pay. Women deserve to be treated the same as men. They deserve equality. And even that, for some people, is going too far. I mean, my goodness, there was a what's it called, a graph that they put together, and it was a line that basically said, how what eighth and 10th graders think about women, and it showed year by year, from the 90s all the way to now, of what their opinion was on whether or not women should get paid the same as men. And what was fascinating is that, like, I think it's like 70% or 40% or something like that completely agree, and like the other option was they somewhat agree. So not really, they don't really agree that maybe women should get paid the same as men, which is just, I mean, you just can't make this stuff up. Like, what? You don't think women, I mean, if they do the same job as a man, they shouldn't get paid the same? am I going crazy here? Like, what world are we living in? So it's just, I've just been seeing all this stuff, and it's just been really disturbing to me, and I can't even imagine how women must feel. And I know I already said that, but if you happen to be a woman watching this right now, I just want to say to you that you are valued, you are loved, you should be treated with all the respect you deserve. Women are what you know what they say about how women are so emotional. They aren't really. Really, men are more emotional than women, I think. But you definitely um, allow men to be emotional. I have with my dom. I have been allowed to be emotional with her. Um, you make the world a better place for everybody. Um, Without women, it would be a dark, dark world. And I value you. I hope these are some positive affirmations you can hold for yourself in these dark times. But you are valued, you are loved. Thank you for all you do in this world, for bringing the steady hand, kind and compassionate leadership that I see so many women doing these days. Um, and on top of that, I'd like to add just one more thing. Um, oh, yeah. I'm going to be doing every video. I think I'm going to be doing a highlight, which is sort of like I'm going to be highlighting one female creator or multiple female creators in one at the end of every video to sort of spotlight women's opinions on things. And so I've been watching a lot of the I've Had It podcast lately, which maybe partly inspired this video. I've been watching a lot of them, and they are two excellent ladies. They have wonderful opinions. I love watching them. They channel for me some of the frustrations I have, and I really enjoyed watching them. So anyway, I don't think there might not be so many BDSM style videos in the future. I think that I I've got a lot of things to say, and I want this to sort of be a platform for that. So if you're okay with that, if you agree with me, or maybe you don't agree with me at all, maybe you hate me, but if you agree with me, please consider subscribing and hitting the like button. So thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. Bye bye.